Hallelujah! It's a brand new dance. It's called the bird. Hey guys, watashi no kinkyo na kimchi no yokoso, or Japanese for welcome to my humble kitchen. Today we have another amazing recipe. We're going to make onigiri, we're going to fry it, and we're going to put it with a tomato soup. So let's get down in the kitchen. All right, we're going to start with our rice. We're going to wash it. Cold water. All right, guys, this is about the fourth wash. You want to wash it till it becomes kind of clear, okay? All right, so now we're going to make our roasted vegetables for our soup. So we have 2 tomatoes and 3 peppers. A baking sheet lined with parchment paper. I'm going to take our peppers and our tomatoes. Get them all in there. Olive oil, salt, and some pepper. Make sure it gets all over. And these bad boys ready for the oven. Hey guys, so this is going to be a poor man's onigiri. I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the video. So what I'm attempting to do is take canned proteins, which I have canned oysters, which I've cut up. We're going to cook those a little bit. And I have canned salmon. And this is what we're going to do for our filling. With a pan on a medium heat, we're going to add in our salmon, black pepper, chili powder. I'm sorry, not chili powder, that's chipotle pepper. And we're gonna add in a little Old Bay. This is already cooked, so we're just giving it some flavor. Let's hit our scallops. Got our pot heated up to our medium. Some oil on that bad boy. Add in your scallops. Seen me cook these before. You know, they don't take that long. A minute on one side and 30 seconds on the other. With that, keep an eye on them. Okay guys, our roasted vegetables are all done. Now we can start making our soup. Saucepan on medium-high heat. We're gonna add to that some oil. We have some shallots and some garlic. Put some chipotle chili, some salt and pepper. Some Thai basil. This stuff is amazing, guys. Give that a quick little stir. Add in some tomatoes, some peppers, just add all of it in there. Get that charred. We'll cook this for a little bit, just to let all the flavors combine. We roasted our vegetables. We got everything together, incorporated all our flavors, and now we have them in the blender. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some stock, some seafood stock. Just a little bit at a time. You're gonna blend that up to the consistency that you like. And you know, if it's too thick for you, then you add a little bit more seafood stock, but just go slow and take your time, okay? All right, guys, it's time for our rice. So we have our, I'm using about 2 cups of rice, 2.5, kind of, because this is going to be a giant onigiri. Normally onigiri is small, but this one is going to be huge. So with our pan on high, we're going to add some seafood stock in. All right, and to that we're going to add our rice. All right, now it's time to actually make our onigiri. So our rice is kind of cool to the touch. It's not completely cool down, but it's cool enough to handle it. I have 2 strainers. This is how I'm gonna make my onigiri. Normally you would make onigiri much smaller, but since this is a giant onigiri, we have to use a tool to help us. All right, and what I've done is I have saran wrap going vertically and horizontally. Okay, and so the first thing we do is we add our rice. All right, we're gonna wet our fingers. I'm gonna just push this around, making sure that we leave well for our ingredients. Wet hands definitely help you out a lot here. So make sure you have a bowl of water handy. Now that we have our rice all the way to the edge, close to the edge, we're gonna go ahead and put some of our smoked oysters. And once again, these are from the can. I'm gonna add some of that to it. And just try to spread that out as best you can to create another layer. Then we're gonna add our salmon on top of that. Make sure you keep it well, because next we're gonna add our scallops. All right, so both sides are stuffed. I'm gonna take and put a piece of parchment paper on top of this side, and this is the tricky part. This is the make or break moment. So I'm gonna tilt this side, and I'm gonna grab this side from the bottom, right? Now I'm going to put them together and flip it over. Woo! All right, now that that's done, I'm gonna pull the parchment paper. I'm gonna make sure that they're both on top of each other and lined up properly, which they look pretty good. All right, and now I'm gonna just pull the parchment paper from the middle. Slowly, I'm taking my time. I do not want this to fall apart. And actually, once you get the parchment paper out enough, you can try to pinch these together. Come on. Take your time, this part is critical. So I'm kind of pressing slightly on the top one while I'm pulling out the parchment paper, just to keep both of these sides together. All right, success. Now, the reason why I put the cling wrap there, and so now I can pull these sides together, pull the top one down onto the bottom one, try to pull it as tight as I can, try to keep this as straight as I can, and fold that over, and remove this top piece. So now, what we have is a ball of rice, and we can press this together. And we're gonna flip it over and try to keep these sides all tucked in together as much as possible. And what I'm actually gonna do now is I'm gonna get another piece of saran wrap. I'm gonna lay this out. That way I can wrap the whole shebang up and keep our ball intact. Because if your ball becomes undone, you don't have onigiri. And this thing is a monster, it's really heavy. Okay. Oh. Just wrap him up, and if it doesn't look like a ball right now, don't worry about it, because we have a trick. I'm gonna wrap it with another piece of saran wrap. Just want to make sure our sides are really tight and then nothing is coming out. And let's roll it around a little bit. Let's make it into a ball, shall we? So because this is so big, if we try to bread it and fry it as is, it's more than likely going to fall apart. So we're going to chill this for about 30 minutes or so. You can put it in the freezer if you want, if it doesn't have a lot of water content, because we're frying it. Guys, this is our onigiri. I actually let this sit in the freezer for about an hour. It's so big, it just felt like it may fall apart if I tried to bread it any sooner. But it actually came out pretty well. Check it out. It's our onigiri. We're gonna flour into an egg wash very gently. Whew, guys, this is almost a disaster. I had to do some of this off of camera, man. It's so huge and it's so hard to keep together. So I put the panko on it off of camera. And this is actually panko and sesame seeds. The deep fry is ready to go. It's at 350 degrees. I modified the shifter because I wanted to hold its shape. I'm not sure if it's going to break apart. And I want all the rice to fall through on the basket. So what I'm going to do is get my mitt. And I'm probably bonkers for trying this. And we're going to hold on to this bad boy like so. I'm going to put it in our fry basket. We're going to let it do its thing. Alright, so I ended up letting it go for maybe about a minute or so because it's already getting pretty brown. I don't know if you guys can see this. So I'm going to attempt to flip this over. Upside down. Take this one. Flip it over. Ah, some of my crust came off. Ah, that's fine. Okay. And now we're gonna do the other side. This is looking amazing though. It's looking great. I think we did it. It's rolling pretty good. I don't think it's stuck anywhere. I've never seen anybody else do this. I did look at some stuff on YouTube, some other people's videos, but I think we did it. Giant fried onigiri. All right, we're gonna put it all together, and I'm also gonna make a tornado omelet, or attempt to make a tornado omelet, so we can put it on the top of this thing. All right, tornado omelet. First attempt. I've heard that people have quite the time making these. Let's just pray that I get through this. All right. So, and we're gonna let it heat until it starts to set up some. From what I've seen, you normally let it set up in the middle. When you start getting bubbles in the middle, that's when you can bring it together with your chopsticks. When you bring it together with your chopsticks, don't bring it straight across. You want to bring them kind of adjacent from each other. Actually, let me swirl my pan around. Okay, so you're going to take, bring it to the center. And we're gonna start spinning it. Oh, man, this is difficult. It's breaking on me. No. have the basic shape. We'll let it cook down a little bit more. This is tough, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh man, that was rough. This is an advanced technique. I didn't quite perfect it, but this is my 4th attempt. Kinda got it. I'm gonna practice some more later, but kinda got it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the finished product. Fried onigiri, roasted pepper and tomato soup, and a tornado omelet. Look at that. It smells amazing. It tastes amazing. I taste every part of the dish. And that's what quality control. And I hope that you guys do as well. But please try this at home. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, get down in the kitchen.